Hey. These niggas can't fuck with us. What I wanna do, touch niggas. Yeah, fuck with a tough nigga. Yeah, I'm kind, I don't fuck with them. Beat them up, break fast, first thing. You niggas working for niggas. I can front fast, you can't front. See you be fucking with niggas. If you got the bag, tell me my water. Stitch, slip, stitch, and wig. I'm feeling like a champ. Where's my car? Take the niggas block, put my niggas on the rush. I'm off fast, tag you want them. I can entertain, oh shit, bro shit, out shit, cop shit. Why you calling my phone? That's a person knowing you ain't trying to cop shit. Hit a eye with a chopstick. Tell us why I come be cop this. Hit the text to my ex bitch, like tell your new nigga, watch this. Call it what you want, but you can't call it bro. I'ma call it with a lead line. Y'all nigga right now. I'ma call it like I see it. Dope like the bag as I keep it. Got a bad bitch with a visa. Gotta swipe shit for no reason. When a cop bring crowds, Jay drop that niggas long. Yeah, she a bad bitch, but that bitch ain't got no gun. You can call it what you want, but I'ma call it bitch low. You can call it what you want, but you can't call the shit bro. No, I don't entertain fuck shit. MC Hammer with the back, you can test this. Hardcore, bad funds, make it hard to trust shit. Get mad when I bust shit, like fuck niggas and they whole clique. I ain't never been on whole shit, bro shit, low shit, or bitch shit. I ain't never ever snitch, rock with a snitch, or even try snitch. Niggas act like they rich, but you live with your bitch. You thought the money was gonna make her happy, all she wanted was the dick. Now you all on your shit, while I'm all out of town. You ain't good in my hood, why you all out of bounds? Pack the strap, pack it back, shoot the strap, it's all out of rounds. Paint your face like clowns, like where that tough shit at now. You can call it what you want, but you can't call it bro. I'ma call it what it look like. Y'all looking like no.
Yeah. You know what the fuck's up, man. It's straight up radio, man. Better late than never. But you know, we putting it cracking, man. It's King Leo, LJ in the building, Jazzy Pooh, and www.wtmhradio.com. The topic tonight is we're talking about bullying, man. What can we do to solve it? And like, what solution should we go by? What method should we go by? So make sure y'all call in 614-781-0754. The number again is 614-781-0754. The straight up radio, we speak nothing but the truth on www.wtmhradio.com.
Yeah. Get the money, count the money, then I'll take the money, throw it in the safe. Hey. I can hang around fuck niggas. These niggas can't fuck with us. What I wanna do, touch niggas. Yeah, fuck with a tough nigga. Yeah, I'm kind, I don't fuck with them. Beat them up, break fast, first thing. You niggas working for niggas. I can front fast, cause you can't front. See you be coupled with niggas. If you got the bag, tell me my water. Stitch, slip, stitch, and wig. I'm feeling like a champ. Where's my car? Take the niggas block, put my niggas on the rush. I'm off fast, tag you want them. I can entertain, oh shit, bro shit, out shit, and cop shit. Why you calling my phone? That's your brothers knowing you ain't trying to cop shit. Hit a eye with a chopstick. Tell us why I come be cop this. If it text to my ex bitch, like tell your new nigga, watch this. Call it what you want, but you can't call it bro. I'ma call it what it look like. Y'all looking like no. I'ma call it like I see it. Dope like the bag as I keep it. Got a bad bitch with a visa. Gotta swipe shit for no reason. When a cop bring crowds, Jay drop that niggas long. Yeah, she a bad bitch, but that bitch ain't got no gun. You can call it what you want, but I'ma call it bitch low. You can call it what you want, but you can't call the shit bro. No, I don't entertain fuck shit. MC Hammer with the back, you can test this. Hardcore, bad funds, make it hard to trust shit. Get mad when I bust shit, like fuck niggas and they whole clique. I ain't never been on whole shit, bro shit, low shit, or bitch shit. I ain't never ever snitch, rock with a snitch, or even try snitch. Niggas act like they rich, but you live with your bitch. You thought the money was gonna make her happy, all she wanted was the dick. Now you all on your shit, while I'm all out of town. You ain't good in my hood, why you all out of bounds? Pack the strap, pack it back, shoot the strap, till it's all out of rounds. Paint your face like clowns, like where that tough shit at now. You can call it what you want, but you can't call it bro. I'ma call it what it look like. Y'all looking like no. I'ma call it like I see it. Dope like the bag as I keep it. Got a bad bitch with a visa. Gotta swipe the shit for no reason. When a cop bring crowds, Jay drop that niggas long. Yeah, she a bad bitch, but that bitch ain't got no gun. You can call it what you want, but I'ma call it bitch low. You can call it what you want, but you can't call it shit low. Count 11,000 in. Yeah, I just went that nigga for some rapping. Whoa. Count 11,000 and go shop. Yeah, I just went that nigga for some rapping. Whoa. No, I got that 906. Yeah, in LA I bought just like a Liza. Yeah, pop the glasses on, these not no time. Gucci I got on, I paid a lot for it. I just went OT, ain't got my license. Whoa, bought a pound of meth, I had an ice test. Whoa, I just went OT, ain't got my license. Yeah, I done turned around, them bitches like it now. Whoa, you can call it what you want, but you can't call it bro. I'ma call it what it look like. Y'all looking like no. I'ma call it like I see it. Dope like the bag as I keep it. Got a bad bitch with a visa. Gotta swipe the shit for no reason. When a cop bring crumbs, straight drop that niggas know. Yeah, she a bad bitch, but that bitch ain't got no doubt. You can call it what you want, but I'ma call it bitch love. You can call it what you want, but you can't call it shit bro. Murder on the beat. Something for y'all to cut up to you. Yeah. Everybody get your motherfucking roll on. I know shorty, she doesn't want no slow song. Had a man that shit life goes on. Haven't let the thing loose, girl, it's so long. You been inside, know you like to lay low. I've been peeping what you bringing to the table. Working hard, girl, everything paid for. First, last phone, bill, car, no cable. With your phone out, gotta hit them angles. With your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you sure know, but it's alright. And you sure know, but it's alright. It's a short life, yeah. That's a real one in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mention. You really piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what to these niggas? I understand. You got 100 bands, you got a baby Benz, you got some bad friends. High school pics, you was even bad then. You ain't stressing off no lover in the past tense. You already had them. Work 8 a.m., finish round 5. Post talk down, you don't see them outside. Yeah, they don't really be the same offline. You know dog days, you know hard time. You overtime for the last month. Saturday, call the girls, get them gassed up. Gotta hit the club, gotta make that ass jump. Gotta hit the club like you hit the motherfucking angles. Put your phone out, snapping like you Fable. And you sure know, but it's alright. You sure know, but it's alright. It's a short life.
Jesus! Yeah, boy! I mean,
watch the breakdown.
That's a real woman in your reflection. Without a follow, without a mission. You really piping up on these niggas. You gotta be nice for what to these niggas? I understand. You gotta hit the club like you hit them angles. It's a short life.
You said you down for me, give to me. Why won't you live for me?
Hey, I don't even understand how to put my blood top. I'm up in the space, I don't let my blood walk. Blue free, I can come up with a little bitch out. 50K, you can come and book a nigga for a plug walk. You can reach me, space coupe like E.T. It's the plug tryna call me. I was up chopping early in the morning. Up the wave like a durag. Pussy nigga caught up for the back. Plug Gucci on my shoe racks. Woke up in the house till I ran into the plug. Till I ran into the mud. I done ran into some racks. I done ran into your girl. Why the plug show me love? I done came up on my dub. I don't even understand how to fuck my plug top. Pick him up in the space. I don't let my plug walk. New freak, I can come out a little bitch out. 50K, you can come and book a nigga for a plug walk. Big ol' Bentley is a spaceship. Call me on my phone, I don't say shit. I make money when I talk. I'm a boss, take a loss. I can introduce you to the plug. Bitches sit on Henny in my cup. Stay down, now the racks up. She gon' let me fuck ass up. Plug, I still keys in the Louis V. Fuck 12, I'm a G, ain't no stopping me. And my wrist is on overseas. Rich nigga, you can talk to me. I don't even understand how to fuck my plug top. Pick him up in the space. I don't let my plug walk. New freak, I can come out a little bitch out.
Yo, we back like cook crack. You know what the fuck's up? That was that plug white man by the kid, man. That's all that way hot. That beat, everything is big going on that. But make sure y'all call in tonight, man. The number is 614-781-0754. That number again is 614-781-0754. This is Straight Up Radio on www.wtmhradio.com. You can see us live if you go on that link right there, just www.wtmhradio.com. You can see us live from your cellular devices, whatever you got. And you can go to the YouTube channel, just type in Straight Up, and we'll probably pop right up on your cellular devices or whatever you got. So today we're talking about bullying, and basically what can we do to solve it or to change it or find a solution on the bullying, because a lot of things come from bullying, man. Some people, I feel, in my mind, I said before, bullying gets you no respect. It probably gets you killed faster. Because a lot of people don't respect bullies for real. They just got fear. And when somebody fears you, they might try to take your life. And that's what happens when you come to these schools with all the bullying and the things like that and everything that has to do with that, because these kids are getting bullied, and at the end of the day, they're coming back to these schools, shooting them up. So today we're going to talk about to see what can we do to try to change that, help that, fix that, take that number down a little bit from all the bullying that's going on, and what is wrong with people. Like, really, what's the mentally illness of people that bully people? Because it has to be something mentally that they're going through or that they're feeling. Or it's something. At the end of the day, we need to find out the solution for that. So make sure y'all call in 614-781-0754. The number again is 614-781-0754. If you ever got bullied, been witness to bullying, or you may have been a bully back in your days and you changed your life, make sure y'all call in. The number again is 614-781-0754. Now, as we go around, we all got kids in here. We all have children. And have any of your children been victims to getting bullied?
No, not to my knowledge.
I don't think bullying.
What do you mean you don't think bullying? Like, so what?
Hey, kids pick on each other, but I never bully like what I feel is bullying. No.
Okay, so do you feel like picking on someone is a form of that? It's like bullying.
Kids do that these days. So
okay,
it's to extent you're just doing it. Horse playing is harmless, but you continue to do it day in, day out.
So I'm saying, like, far as that is concerned, if you did have a child that was a victim to being bullied, nephew, niece, it don't matter, how would you go about it?
I approach the parents first to see what's going on. And
why are you talking so low?
Am I talking low?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I said I would approach the parents first to see if there's anything we can do to stop this. Maybe they can get their kid to stop it. If not, then approach the child, see if there's anything I can talk to the child about why they are going about this thing. Then not, I don't know.
So you approach the parent first. And if the parent on some trash ain't trying to hear you, the shit's still going on, you try to see if you can just step up and talk to the child. Okay. LJ, how would you go about it?
I don't think bullying is any, the made fun thing is made any different from when we was a little bit younger. I think what's different now is the way we're receiving it. So, because that's never going to stop. It's always going to be somebody in school making fun of somebody. It's always going to be somebody on the playground making fun of somebody. Somebody is always going to have the top-notch clothes. Somebody is not going to have the top-notch clothes. And that person is one of going to be, that's always going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. The difference is the receiver today. Not really the person that's the reaction. Yeah, the receiver. So when we was getting bullied, so say like my thing when I was young, I used to get bullied over being skinny. And, I don't know why playing basketball, we wasn't fortunate enough to have jerseys, so we had to do the shirts and skins. Yeah. I don't know why. Shout out RIP Coach Rock. I love him to death, but I don't know why this man always picked me for skins. And instead of playing ball, everybody did was just make fun of me instead of playing ball. Like, oh, snap, Eldre that way, is ripped that way. And it just used to get crazy. But, and I go home and tell my mother would just say, now you got to come back with something. Right. It never did it hit my head, go downstairs, get the gun, load it, go back tomorrow, let them know that little man.
That's like, I feel that's not bullying. I feel like that's picking with you.
Today, that is bullying today. Yeah. Because not because of everybody's, the person, and it's not because of the person that's doing it. It's the receiver is being so hurt. Sorry.
They did not know how to handle it.
Exactly. That's all it is making fun of.
Also, what we can do about that is talk to your children more about if that situation was to happen, what they can do to, I tell my kids like a lot of defensive things, like things that I didn't learn growing up. Like if you ever in a situation, that's what you do, try your best to.
First thing I ask my kids, what happened? What happened? What was the context of it? Yeah. If they come out as it was just, made fun of, us in New York, we call it snapping. We call it roasting. They call it roasting. Everybody got. But if it was snapping or roasting, I'm going to give her some funny stuff to go back tomorrow with. Yeah. The last thing I'm about to tell her to do is go, because it's not a hands thing. It's not a hands thing. And it's definitely not for me to go talk to that waste that other parent's time with something that these kids are just going to happen regardless. And it's just life being life. And it's part of them learning.
So do you feel like a lot of these parents that are, they're very sensitive too when it comes to their children?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like going to talk to the parent and things like that, or who doing what? Come in the car. Let's go see what's up. And you, the mom out there, like, no, fuck that shit. And these little kids is out here. And these are little kid problems. And these are little kid situations that your kid may have to get through on their own, because at the end of the day, you're not going to be there every time to save them. Mm-hmm. So you have to learn how to get through these issues on their own. Sometimes you gotta just let them be free, see how they gonna act, and give them their little pointers. But don't be the mom or the dad that's gonna blow down. Or I don't care if my child. At the end of the day, like when it comes to that, as far as the roasting thing, okay, we're gonna skip past that. As far as the physical part, as far as the physical part, as far as the bullying goes, a person is picking on my kid, always trying to extort him, as we would call it. For real.
It's not even. See, that's today. What we got to understand is roasting then is the bullying now that's making it go. So
I'm going up for it.
You can't say
I'm going up for what I think
these kids are getting tore up, jumping off of. They're killing themselves over
roasted. So you gotta take it serious. Like, don't take shit.
What you gotta ask them is what happened. What was the context?
But sometimes, Eldre,
that verbal child, don't nobody jump up for no verbal. Not physical. When they get physical,
not the first day, but when they feel like this day after day after day, and they feel like this, everybody is turning on them.
Were they scared? Now, if my child is in fear of their life, I'm definitely stepping in.
But you don't know how your child may be in life for something not that big.
When they got that point over something that we call roasted, that's too far, right? Mm-hmm. So what we got to realize is what we got to ask them is, what happened? What was the context of what happened to go this way? And then, as us growing up in life, and know how to handle it.
Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, like, one thing about these kids, we had some shit about how kids really can get over on their parents. Mm-hmm. Sometimes your child may come with an extra story. Mm-hmm. It don't even be as big as what it is because your child said it, and they really want you to do something about it. Mm-hmm. And they not dumb, so they will say something or tell the story in a way so you can get hot, so you can get mad and get in your ways and be like, hold the fuck on.
And that's when you use your grown-up common damn sense.
Yeah. That's right.
I don't care what your child was saying. Then you got to be like, hold up, I once was a child.
You better know your kids. I know my kids. I know they have
not even that. Use your own common damn sense. Cause knowing your child, to me, they can get over.
Yeah.
I gotta use common sense of when I was a child. Just common sense.
But I think parents now kind of know their kids better than our parents did.
Because me knowing my child gives me, guess what? I'm favoring my child.
Yeah.
And this may not be the time for it.
Yeah.
What happened? Tell me what happened. And then I can go. Because sometimes I used to go to my mother and tell her what happened. Guess what? What happened that made that person do that?
Right. What did you do?
Right.
And that was a good lesson in that.
Right.
So we got to stop. First of all, I know. Nah, what happened? I do know you. I ain't going to tell you that, though.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I can hear your little story. I know what's fraudulent.
And then I know, exactly. But I can't, if I tell you, hold up, and this is even better. When they hear you tell another grown up, I know my child, they know they got you.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't hear us say that. And that's they just got to know that we know our child. But once a child hear us tell another grown up, I got him. I know my child. Mm-hmm. See, I knew my mother and father was gonna say that. For real, they do. They smart as hell of that.
Yo, straight up radio. What's popping though? Yo, what's going on? What's popping? Who this? What up with it, bro? What's going on? So yeah, we're talking about this bullying thing and what can we go about it? How can we change it up? What's the solution we can go by? So at the end of the day, you as a parent, because I know you got children, and your children will come home and tell you, Daddy, man, these dudes, man, they keep picking on me every day, or how would you go about it?
I was just saying a lot when I was saying what you were saying about the kids being extra sometimes. And that's my son. He throw 100 on 10. and make it seem like he didn't got beat up, jumped, and it'd be something simple. They just said he was ugly or something.
Right.
Yeah, we about to go kill everybody at the school.
So how do you handle that as a parent, loving your child like that? How do you handle that? Because is it because you already know your kid is extra?
I mean, yeah, when it comes to that roasting part, yeah, I wouldn't get involved.
Right.
I would just tell you, like, well, you better make up some jokes for your mom tonight, and you come out tomorrow and go in there tomorrow and get your jokes off.
Right. And if it comes to the physical part, how would you go about it?
Yeah, physical. That's when I'm coming in. I'm stepping in. When it gets physical, if hands get involved and they getting hit, then I'm coming to see what's up. I mean, I ain't about to beat no kids up for that, but I'm definitely coming to see what's going on. Right.
Straight up.
You turn Ice Cube in a minute, though.
Yeah. Straight up. And then let everybody know where you calling from, man. Where you calling from?
Oh, Eastside.
Man, get your shout out, man. Get your shout out on, man. You know how we do.
You already know Eastside coming to Sorbet.
100, bro. I appreciate you for calling in, man. One love.
Yeah, sure. I want to tune in back to your line.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
All right.
Yep. Erica Johnson, what's going on? So at the end of the day, he said with the roasting, man, we're going to come up with some jokes. We're going to come up with a goddamn situation to get you back. But if it comes to physical, as a parent, I'm going to step in. In a way, me as a parent with my sons, I always teach my sons, because I got 3 of them, and they all is on every age limit. Like type shit like 10, 9, 8. It's like, it trickles down. So if it has to come to me, after all this, y'all brothers, y'all family, bro, y'all gotta see how it's going. Y'all know how y'all living. Y'all know these morals. At the end of the day, okay, hey, if it's a guy that's older than that, okay, I got a big brother for that. If it's someone that's younger, I might beat him up. I got a little brother for that. But we're gonna come as a squad and do this on our own first, and then if other parents step in, that's when I may step in. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a physical, I seen something. We're gonna go on break, a little music break. But before we go on music break, I seen a female. I don't know her name. She was talking about for all you kids. For all you parents out there that's kids bullying on my kids, I'm going to come see y'all. So make sure y'all call in 614-781-0754. We know how y'all feel about that. Do you feel like you should go try to fight or start an altercation with the parents of the kids that's bullying your kids? Do you feel like that's right? So make sure you call in 614-781-0754. The Straight Up Radio. Black.
Them kind of well, meet them up, break fast. That's the you nigga running for the in front back, cause you can't front out. See if you if you got the back to be my one, stitch, you ain't on all that like a champ with his mom. Climb through my nigga, push them up fast stack. You don't want them. I can entertain. Why you calling my phone? I said, bro, you know you ain't trying to get it out with a chopstick. That way. And my bitch. Easy. I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. Easy. I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. Diamonds. I woke up rich man to grip on the neck. Dog on three-way. Maserati go speed race. Be on a bitch face. More ice flexing this way. We put the world away. Don't give a fuck if I'm paid. More act in a lemonade. Promise you know my name. Cause she bougie. She said my nigga in the movie. For like 2-3. She a 4 level 3. My bitch. Easy. I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. My bitch. Easy. I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. Hold up, wait. Anybody inside? Outside? Cocaine, white body, look like Gentile. Rule of the day, get a few every day, get a bitch for the day. Rule every day, get a click for the plan, give a few every day. I never sleep, I gotta eat, I gotta dance. I'm really right when I get that advance. How can I shout with like 64 amps? Talking on top about business again. He want a lot with new Billies again. I want some stuff from like 2 sets of twins. Put it twins, yeah. Bitch, shit, where your friends, yeah. Switch, she won't end, yeah. Follow men, one who's so flat. Follow men, never know, big job like I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. My bitch. Easy. I don't need it. Eat it. Two-seater. New bitch. AP. New freezer. Bands. Hop over just to a check when I land. But I'll be right back. I'll be coming right back. Oh, save it for me. Oh, save it for me. But I'll be right back. Oh, I'll be coming right back. Save it for me. Save it for me. I'm real niggas need to fuck with me. I'm real niggas need to fuck with me. Take it for me. Take it for me.
Pass my number to Angela, I thought I had her nigga cuffed her, married, it made me mad. I respect it, I'm moving on, but the truth is I want her bad. Maybe me saying her name made him move faster. Maybe me being a G was kind of bad for her. But me being a G, I was glad for her. I think the mama was pissed, I heard the last from her. I side bitch with this shit, but I bought a bag for her. But I'll be right back. Oh, I'll be coming right back. Take it to me. Take it to me. Don't give it up. Please don't give it up. It's good. You don't need to talk. You got to do it. Take it for me. Take it for me. Told you once I get my money, I'm coming back for you. You from the hood, I'm from the hood. I shoot this Mac for you. She was thick, light skin, her name was Constance. I never got to fuck her, they still fuck with my conscience. Every hood got that one bitch. You always want it, but you never get it. My cousin, you call my homegirl with the feeling big. Whoever got her, she keep her. She from the hood, she keep her. I told her I'll be right back. I be coming right back. No, save it for me. Oh, save it for me. I'll be right back. Oh, I be coming right back. Save it for me. Save it for me. Don't give it up. Please don't give it up. It's good, you don't need to come on your back. Save it for me. Save it for me. All these niggas down, all them trying to steal my sauce. Everybody in my girl DM, you supposed to be my dog, but she don't reply to him. She sent me the screenshot, just in case when I pull up, he can't lie about it. What if you drop, I push your nigga wood. I love my bad habit, but I love that chopper too. Pop that, she like shopping bag. Get all her shoes, ain't no limitations. When you poppin', and you got the juice. All of this money I'm making today, I can see why they hate me. She really love me, and she know I'm crazy, but that's still my baby. She the first lady, too amazing. She said she gon' save it for me, but I'll be right back. I be coming right back. No, save it for me. Oh, save it for me. I'll be right back. Oh, I be coming right back. Save it for me.
I'm just joking. Yo. We back like cook crack. You know what the fuck's up. Or straight up radio on www.wtmhradio.com. Make sure y'all call in. The number is 614-781-0754. The number one more again is 614-781-0754. www.wtmhradio.com. We're talking about bullying tonight. We're talking about, like, what can we do about it? What solutions can we come up with to stop it? Or at least lower it, because we can never stop it. You know what I mean? It's always probably going to be happening, but we can make it better in our communities within ourselves, because they say it take a village. So one thing for sure, just certain things, we want to know what solutions can we come up with to stop the bullying, man? And stopping the violence and all that, because that all goes hand in hand. So make sure y'all call in 614-781-0754. So before I left off of air, for all the parents out there, and like I said, it was this young lady, I don't know, I can't remember who her name is, but I seen her on social media. She basically gave a shout out like, listen here, for all you motherfucking parents out there, that's kids bullying my motherfucking kids, just know I ain't the one, and I'm going to come see your ass about mines. I'm going to come see your ass about mines. We don't do that shit over here. So do you feel like that shit is cool? As a parent, to be able to just like, you know what, your kid bullying my kid, I'm going to come beat your ass. Because what she said also was, your kids don't have no home training. So I may need to get your ass in line so your kids can be in line. That was her whole point. But I don't like that. I don't like that way, that method, how that go, because I feel like grown-ups should not be involved in kids' shit. If that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. One thing for sure is we do raise our kids with different rules within our households when it probably comes to school. Like your kid probably went to school one time, got into a fight and got suspended and said, oh, this person keep playing with me, da-da-da. This is the reason why it happened, because they swung first. You know, you teach your kid, protect yourself. Don't start no beef, finish it. But if this kid keeps coming towards you and you already got in trouble, we don't fight in school. Make sure you avoid that school. Make sure you avoid that student. Don't be around that student. If that student's trying to act like they want to egg you on to do something, walk away, walk around it. Tell somebody. Go tell your teacher or your principal. It don't matter if they think you a snitch or whatever, because guess what? We know you're not a punk. We know you're not afraid, and you will stand up for yourself. But we set rules in this household that we carry ourselves differently. We don't do that fighting in school shit and all this other stuff, or woo-woo, especially if ain't nobody just haul out on your ass and just stole on you. Like, they can talk and try to get in your face, but you can always hit the spin move. Let me get the fuck up out of here. I don't want to deal with that. Now, I feel like also with a lot of bullying that goes on, as we can speak within our households, is I feel us as parents should teach our kids how to stand up for themselves. Because at the end of the day, bullying comes up within people that don't want to stand up for themselves or that don't want to fight, and then somebody feel like they can get that off on them. Just like if you're a grown-ass person or a grown-ass man, and if you're ever incarcerated, free, if somebody feel like they can just take from you and be like, bitch-ass nigga, what you gonna do? And you don't do nothing, they're gonna always feel like they can get that off on you. Just like if you're locked up, nigga, I'm gonna take your shit, nigga, what's up? and you don't do nothing about it, guess what? The next person gonna come and try to do the same thing, and the next person gonna come and try to do the same thing. But sometimes it's all about gaining your respect. Gain your respect for us. Listen, I ain't on that. I ain't with it. But if you try to touch me or anything, it's gonna go down. And if they think you a joke and they try to swing, fight, whatever going on like that, you stand up for yourself and you fight. One thing about it, even if you're not a great fighter, even if you're not a good fighter or an okay fighter, people will respect you because they know that you will fight and you will stand up for yourself. And you're not going to always run. Now, to get back to what I was talking about as far as the parents going to fight the other parents. What Jazzy Pooh said earlier, it does, Don called in and said that earlier, if it get physical, then I have to step in. But I'm not going to step in physically far as trying to fight another kid, far as trying to be on some bullshit, even with the other parent. One thing I'm going to do is if I do go holler at the other parent, I will let them know. Number one, especially with the same color, bro, I'm trying to stop this violence. We need to go about this another way. But one thing I do know is that my child ain't no bitch. But I know what I taught my child at home when it comes to school. Now, if your child really want to do the thing like we used to do in the backyard when we was kids, they can get their one-on-one on. If that's like that, then we keep it pushing so we can solve this. And at the end of the day, they're going to get up, shake hands, see what's going about that. But that's being an adult about it. Because some parents can't handle it if their child getting their ass whooped. Then they're going to feel some type of way towards that parent. Then they're going to try to start the violence towards the other parent instead of being mature about it. It's like, okay, your child got my child, but at least y'all know did this shit. And make sure you talk to my child, talk to your child, and get that out the way that don't keep picking on this young man. You did what you did. You got your fight. You probably won. Keep it pushing because if you keep bullying, then I'm going to whoop your ass at home because this is not what we represent here. As a person, we don't do the bullying and all that bullshit. But I feel like if you step in like that and that kid wants to do that and they really want to get that action in because I have had a related situation like that, it was like, okay, little girl, listen, you want to fight? They want to fight? Y'all go ahead. And then the other kid was like, nah, I don't want to fight. But the reason why they didn't because they was put basically on blast. And they didn't have an audience. People egging them on. And people go. And then they got their girlfriend like, go ahead, knowing that she going to jump in if she losing. Or knowing that he going to jump in if he losing. Or a situation will go on like that. So that's what make them feel like they got that courage. But deep down inside, they probably want them problems when they knew that you was really with the shit, though. And that's what I feel about bullying is concerned. Is like, I feel like as parents with our children, we have to, like you said, LJ, know our children. Know what they're about, know what's going on with this, but at the end of the day, we have to come up with a solution for us talking to our children. Letting our children know, okay, we know you can kick some ass. If you really want to fight that much, let's go box. Let me put you in this ring. Let's make it go like this, or let me do it like this. But don't be in school picking on everybody. You already got your rep. People know that you ain't no hoe. Why you out here just picking on anybody? So one thing I'm for sure to do for certain is I've been through the bullying stage. Not getting bullied, but the bullying type shit when I was coming up. And now that I'm older and I'm wiser, I felt like this shit was corny. It was like I was doing it because of my peers. Me and my homies, we was starting to click. We was doing shit. We was praying on the weekend in my mind. But we didn't always pray on the weekend. We went to other sides. I thought they had the niggas, and we went over there and did what we did. But people around our neighborhoods ain't had nothing to do with nothing. We chasing them. We jumping them. We tripping them, taking their shoes, throwing them bitches on the wire, like, you know what I mean? All that shit. And that is a big form of bullying. And I feel like back then, for anybody that's listening to this that I ever bullied or got into a fight with all that stuff, man, just I apologize for that shit. And, you know, I'm grown now, we wiser, but that shit never happened. And I also been on the side of where I see people getting bullied. And that's where I'm at right now. And I step in. Like, hold on. You should have known it. And I try to change the tension from the person that's like this over here. Because if you really feel like you that bad, you feel like you really want to fight, and you over here bullying somebody, be like this, then what's up? Because I'll fight you. At the end of the day, I ain't no sucker or whatever it is, but I don't respect that you bullying or prying on the weak. And I don't like that. Go ahead, speak up.
Is that the same thing as the girl that wanted to fight the parents?
No, if somebody's like a grown man, I'm talking about we grown. And if This man, he was picking on you.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying you stepping in and you see that person don't want to fight. That's like that person seeing me seeing my child not want to fight in. Since you're not doing that by your kid, I'm fighting you.
No, one thing you should do is go home to your kid and throw some pillows on your hands and like put your shit up and let's get this going. You shouldn't have to go to this other parent and want to scrap. You better teach your kid, because guess what? You're not going to be there for every single moment to come save your child. So one thing you can do is teach your child how to stick up for themselves. A grown-ass man, sometimes that may give him a curse, like, okay, you know what, because I've been in shit like that. Like, nigga, what's up? And then the dude that was acting all bully, he really wasn't on it with me. So nigga, he was bullying and was like, he got his curse, like, oh, nigga, you don't want to fight him? So what's up then now? What's up? I want to fight now. Come on, let's go. Because they see what it was. In a situation, they got their little work in, but he never picked with him no more or anything like that ever happened. So I feel like at the end of the day, you got to stick up for yourself when it comes to these people that are so-called trying to be bullies. And one thing bullies need to understand that you don't get respect from being a bully. You may get put in the grave fast as an adult. Because a nigga that's afraid of somebody will shoot you. Or they will do whatever they can to get out that corner, like a cat stuck in the corner. They're going to do whatever they can do to get out that corner. That's the worst motherfucker to fight. A scary person. So just stop the bullying. Make sure y'all call in at 614-781-0754. Number again is 614-781-0754. Now, to that young lady that said that far as going to fight the parents, I've been around, let's say, females, because females are the main ones that jump to that shit. Niggas be like, man, you know. Females, get in the car right now, let's go, woo, woo. And then guess what that will do, though? As you as a parent, as an adult, another adult, it's going to escalate to some grown-up shit now. These little kids had what they was doing. They probably weren't even going to take it that far, but when grown-ups get into it, it can go to a whole nother level. And that's where people can really get hurt. And things really can happen bad. Because you stepped in on the situation instead of letting your child be a child, go through what they go through and teach them and try to make sure they get stronger and stick up for themselves. Now you stepped in as a parent, and now there's other parent in it. Now I see these emotions as grown-ups and testosterones and all this shit going on. Somebody can really get seriously hurt. So I feel like at the end of the day, when it comes to this bullying, man, we need to talk to our children, number one. See what's going on with our children. See what we can go about this far as how can we make sure you get a little courage in your heart? Because, like, we should play. Y'all want to play that song? That 2 Chainz, YG.
That's what it's about. We gotta install some type of encourage in our kids. It's always gonna be bullies, man. That ain't never
gonna stop.
So we can do all the marching we want, all that. That ain't never gonna stop. The receiving part is the problem. Somebody making fun of your child's clothes. And your child go home and think tomorrow I gotta stab that person 40 times now.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Nah, that's just that ain't never gonna stop. The problem is how that person received that.
Yeah.
So this never gonna stop.
It seems like we all are in different eras. So we are all different age groups. So my experience of seeing the stuff I've seen is different from like how y'all talking. Like,
what do you mean? Like you got
like I've seen people that try to stand up for themselves and like, you know, you be the parent that tell you, no, you gonna fight them back. Don't let nobody just push you, and then your kid get beat the fuck up, and then their courage is even worse from when they started. Because it's like now I can't even try. And I'm talking about the ones that have been through this.
You think that's new?
No, I'm not saying it's new, but then what do you do with that? Like now you have to deal with the child whose self-esteem is way down now with the situation. How do you deal with that once you done told them stick up for yourself and then they got the shit beat out of them?
This is a lesson. A loss sometimes is a lesson.
Okay, but what if the kid don't stop?
Are you dead?
Right, there you go. That's what I'm about to say.
But what if the kid don't stop bullying?
This person is messing with only you every day for a reason. Did they go around messing with everybody else? It must be a reason why this person messes with you alone. You got to talk to your child.
Encourage your child.
So what did you do?
Listen to what I'm saying. Is this person only messing with you? It got to be a reason, right? It got to be a reason, right? So listen. Put something inside his lip or her lip, and it's going to be in the end of that. You get what I'm saying? But it's a reason. If you just stood up there and make it seem like it ain't no outcome and it ain't no stop, then your child is going to be discouraged. Your confidence is going to go lower.
Shot.
Look, I think in my town, I got to be like 0-40. But I fought all 40.
Yeah, I ain't backing down.
You get what I'm saying?
I'm survivors, and my kids, they ain't no fun with my daughter. My daughter
it's a lesson in the laws.
I think it's just a woman, and I don't know what the difference is, but I
just feel like one thing for sure.
It is a difference.
I just see stuff. I don't know if it's from TV and seeing stuff. And
the difference is in the parent. The difference is in the parent and the lesson of the kid that lost.
Right.
That's the difference. It ain't no difference of a decade because you got your ass whooped then, you got your ass whooped now.
But I'm saying, what's the next step after that? If you told them stand up for themselves, and they did, and they got beat up, and they're down and out, what do you tell them?
This is what I would do. Okay, son or daughter, when they came at you, put your hands up. How did you put your hands up? Oh, that's where you went all wrong right here. Look, this is what you do. Okay, now, when they swung on you, what did you do? Okay, now when they do that next time, you swing like this or go like this, or you go like this. Come on, let's practice it. Okay, oh, there you go. Okay, do it again. Okay, there you go. You know what I mean? That's the shit you do. So now your kid can be like, okay, I learned a little shit. Even if they lost, they're like, okay, I got that 3 socks off. Last time I got 1, but this time I got 3. Next time I might get 8, and next time he might go down. But I'm gonna always encourage you. Listen, you ain't fucked up.
But we're talking about the kids that don't come up from that. The kids that are killing themselves are not these kids that have got this confidence. How do you deal with that?
Because it's their parents. It's their parents. And this is why we are speaking to their parents. We're not just speaking to the child, because it starts within your household. Because sometimes the household may raise motherfuckers that they be having their titty in their mouth, their whole okay, and all this other bullshit. Nah, baby girl, because reality is really out here. So one thing for sure, 2 things for certain is you have to raise your child to know, stick up for themselves in all circumstances, because you never know when something going to happen. And this is not just for the children. We're really speaking to the parents. Because the bullying can start within your household, because we can go about this differently.
Or something not going your way in your life is going to happen.
Yeah.
It's best that you get to know that now. It's a lesson in that bullying. And hold up, you're not in control of this, right? This is something you like is not going your way. Well, this is life. This is how you handle it. The first thing we can't do as parents is our face look like it's no answer for it. And our tone make it seem like it's no answer for it. And then try to make right. And think because we said right, our kid didn't look at us and seem like it's no end to it.
Yo, straight up radio was popping though.
I don't know if y'all know what she's talking about.
Hey, man, everybody saying that on my live.
Y'all saying things all wrong. Let me tell you. Just because you get bullied don't mean you're getting bullied for a reason. Some people bully people just to be inside of a crew. Some kids bully people because they know that they can beat up a kid.
Right. That's what we're saying. That's a reason.
No. That's a reason in itself, man. Don't you understand that? That's a reason.
That's a reason. Because you're weak. They're playing on the weak. No. Stand up for yourself.
Okay, but see, I don't raise my kids to just fight just because. And some might think that's weak.
Hmm?
And it just makes him better.
Say it again.
I don't raise my kids to just fight. And some might think that with the way my kids talk, the way my kids is into book, they get bullied for that. For not being out there playing basketball with their hands in the book, like there's some geeks.
All right, so how do you do? Now, what we were saying is, because the bully ain't never going to stop, man. How do you deal with it as a parent? That's what we're saying.
No, it stops once I told them it was okay to hit back. But that's the thing. Some people just get bullied for no reason. My kids didn't know at first it's okay to fight too, because all I told them is don't fight. But once I realized, there is still bullying, even though they're trying to get rid of bullying, it's okay. It's okay to fight back. Go fight back.
Okay,
that's the reason why.
Go ahead, keep going.
Kids get bullied because either they're too smart or too antisocial. It's nothing about how the parents
It's a stupid reason. And that's the whole reason why we're saying it. Like, bullying is going to happen regardless of the fact. One thing for sure that we say, when structuring your household, you got to teach your children how to stick up for themselves, because some children will come home, talk about they getting bullied, do all these stories, and the parent, then they can take it in their own hands instead of teaching their kid, stand up for yourself. and this shit will stop. So you're saying everything that we just said.
But it sounded like something totally different. Like it's never going to stop. It's never going to stop.
No, bullying in the world, all around is never going to stop. Bullying is going to happen no matter if you're 2 years old, when you was getting bullied in the crib with your little cousin, for the bottle or your pacifier, to all the way when you grown and shit. You know, for real though, because my kids is 3 months apart. And they done been in the crib together. And my oldest son tried to take my son's pacifier before, and my son cried, and I just rolled him over like, what you gonna do? And he slapped his shit back. So what though? But look, he looked at me like, no, brother, you ain't gonna get over on me. You ain't gonna get over on me.
One thing I do know out of all this, everybody's different parenting, and how you do yours is how you do yours.
Just because they were sucking on the nipple. No, it just...
Listen, baby, see, I was being sarcastic. You're taking it too serious. I was just being sarcastic, being funny. I know people get bullied. I get bullied in a way. You could say I get bullied every day because I'm short. Nigga, I only gotta say something about how short I am. But I don't give a fuck.
That's not bullying.
You know, but some people, these kids nowadays will go home and talk about, oh, they just keep talking about me. Oh my God, why they keep saying this about me? And they feel like they're being bullied and picked on every day. Picking on someone is a form of bullying. It's the same difference.
I don't think that.
I think it's the same thing.
I think the receipt, if you're hurt and you keep being hurt, then it becomes bullying. If the person keeps saying it and you're not hurt by it, then they're not bullying, right? It's the receiving part that makes it.
But you can't help somebody build confidence, bro. Self-confidence is.
You can't do that for your child. You can't do that.
I say you can't help build self-confidence. No, you cannot help.
I can do that for mine.
You can't help them. They have to learn that on their own. You cannot. That's why it's called self-confidence.
Hey, listen, hold on. Hey, baby girl, you want to do that? Hold on.
Yeah, I do.
Who's this that called in?
Yeah.
I said, who's this that called in?
This is Tiny.
Okay, thank you for calling in, baby.
Southside.
Hey, Southside Columbus. I feel like Akron. All right, baby, appreciate you. Yeah, but like you can build within self-confidence with your child, because at the end of the day, like a metaphor is me as being a parent when it comes to sports. I have a son. He may shoot a jumper. He may airball 3 times, but I'm gonna build that confidence within him to shoot it up and make that bitch. That's building confidence within my child.
I'm not.
It's also, what do you mean?
I don't know how I'm trying. I'm not getting it. I don't know how.
So make sure y'all call in. The number is 614-781-0754. The number again is 614-781-0754. We're talking about bullying. We're talking about parenting. How would you handle this? The situations. We're not talking about our children specifically. How they should handle it.
I agree with you though.
The bully that was over the fit. Gooch. I've been thinking about it ever since the show started. Goddamn Gooch. Man, it's always going to be a Gooch, man.
It's always going to be a Gooch, bro. It's always going to be a Gooch. Make sure y'all call in at 614-781-0754. Number again is 614-781-0754. We took it to the parents. What would you do? How would you handle it? What can we do to solve these problems with this bullying within our household and these other children? So make sure y'all call in at 614-781-0754. If I go to some of this music real quick, take a little quick break. You know what it is. El Dre, King Leo, Jazzy Poo. You know what it do. Straight up radio.
Always.
So deep in my feelings. Notice they ain't really like me. Can't control my anxiety. Feeling like I'm touching the ceiling. When I'm with you, I can't breathe. Boy, you do something to me. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something that get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something that get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up. My heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up. My heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do. It just won't stop, it go. How many ways can I say that I need you, baby? It's true. I think I might die without you. feeling all over my body. You know how I like it. Ain't gotta tell you what to do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new to get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new to get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up, beat da boot up. My heart go bottom, boot up, beat da. It just won't stop. It go bottom, boot up, beat da boot up. My heart go bottom, boot up, beat da. It just won't stop. It go head over heels in love. Right in front of you, I ain't gotta look no more, baby. I wanna build this love. Everything you own, you ain't gotta ask for. You got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Tell you from the jump, I don't wanna choose you. Got me boot up, boot up, boot up, boot up. Grab me by the waist, baby, pull me closer. Oh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something to get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something to get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, beating harder, put up. My heart go bottom, beating harder. It just won't stop. Go bottom, put up, beating harder, put up. My heart go bottom, put up, beating harder. It just won't stop. Go. This is such a crazy feat. I don't want to get to it.
Yeah, I fell in love with these streets, I seen 100,000. Started fucking bad bitches, I went running wild. I just pray Bobby forgive me, ain't seen my son in a while. I go and pick him up from school to see him fucking smile. Somebody it almost drove me crazy. I was breaking bread with niggas that was shitty. I said I would never change, but shit had changed. Somebody said, it almost drove me crazy. And the cell all alone, can't let it fade. I just wanna make it home and see my baby. I fell in love with these streets, I seen 100,000. Some choppers selling dope, I went to running wild. Do a drum up in my 40, shoot 100 times. 200,000, my cousin Case to say his daughter smile. Somebody on this first one, drop me crazy. See niggas switching sides like they killed it. Let me get my vibes, so some good. This is what I want. Can I help the settle? Got my dog in the feds, he turning farm. I just pray that he don't say some shit that's promise. Hey man, I fell in love with these streets, I seen 100,000. Started fucking bad bitches, I went running wild. I just pray Bobby forgive me, ain't seen my son in a while. Go and pick him up from school to see him fucking smile. Somebody it almost drove me crazy. I was breaking bread with niggas that was shitty. I said I would never change, but shit had changed. Somebody said 23 and 1, it almost drove me crazy. And the cell all alone, can't let it fade. I just wanna make it home to see my baby. My dog tryna lie, he must have lost his mind. When you know how we get down when niggas cross the line. And I hate to be the one that gotta call us mine. That money mix up with that greed, it happen all the time. If I get money in the thing, I tell them tough. When you push your brain, I push your butt. To make it hard to see my son, no one won't crush. I just wanna make it home.
Yo, straight up radio. What's poppin' though?
Hey, Fionn, it's Alexis.
What up, Lexi? How you doing, boo-boo?
I'm pretty yourself.
That's good. I'm doing good, man. Happy to know that you made it back safe. Did you make it back to Ohio safe?
Yeah.
I know you had some little altercations, but it is what it is. You made it back safe.
Right.
So, yeah, we're talking about this bullying. Huh? Yes. And I feel like at the end of the day, right now we're talking about with kids, but we say in general, bullying will never stop.
Right.
At all. But right now we're talking about to try to kill the source. You know, you got to start young with the youth and the kids.
Every day. I live by this house at school. So these people be courteous, obey the law, respect everyone. But if someone puts their hands on you, send their ass to the cemetery. And I tell my son that every day.
Yeah.
The kid's supposed to believe that they're not only going to verbally bully you, but then try to physically bully you, not say outside. There is no difference with what you call. I don't agree with the administration when it comes down to things like that. They always want you to come and talk to the teachers. Nobody's going to keep coming and talking to the teachers.
Right.
Scary. No, you're not going to put your hands on my athletic son. My son is not going to block. And I don't condone violence, but if somebody puts their hand on my child first, yeah, handle that. I'm not going to fight this in. I can't fight your battle with you out there in real life. I can defend you as far as to the adults, your administration, your principals, your teachers, and things like that to try to give them a better understanding of why do they think that. But no, I'm not going to come to the school and sit down with the students like, why are you bullying my son? Because that's a child. You see what I'm saying? Clearly, he doesn't have or she doesn't have home training. So their parents think it's okay. So you hit my son, it's okay for my son to get you back. My daughter, that's a different story. I might just go to school and not to get because my girl. But as far as my son is just, he's a prince that's going to be an African American king one day. He has to understand on his own and begin himself. I don't care what age. And that's just what people don't understand it. Because bullying has got so far out of control from the era I grew up in. These kids are now hanging themselves and taking pills and killing themselves and jumping off of bridges and things like that because they're being consistently bullied, and it's bad. And nobody wants to do anything about it. They tell the kids, don't tell the teachers, don't tell the parents. No! Just put that ass. Like, they're teaching you. If you put that ass, they won't let you again. Yes.
Straight up. I respect that, man. That's some real shit that you just said, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. You're a faithful, man. That's what's up. Faithful fan. It's all family. What's up, you already know. And I'm going to have this topic. I'm going to have a topic, man, that I'm going to need a lot of ladies in here to talk about this because this is going to be straight up radio after dark. We're going to talk about some funny ass shit that people always be asking me to talk about and want to tune into it. So I'm going to talk about it. And like I said, as many ladies as possible, I need to know because our men need to know. We need to know. All right, I appreciate it. You too. So her morals is at the end of the day, man, don't. What she's saying is what I go by. Don't start beef, finish it. That's what I go by. I don't start beef. Well, not no more. I finish it. If I feel threatened or I feel like you're coming at me in a certain type of way or anything is going on like that, then that's when I'm like, okay, you know what, nigga? You ain't about to be trying to play me the fuck out of crazy with me. That's not about to happen. I'm gonna stand up here. We're gonna throw these. We're gonna shoot the fair one, nigga. If I win, lose, draw, it don't matter, bro. And one thing I try to tell people is I've been this size my whole life, basically. So I ain't never been afraid, bro. And I feel like anybody my size, maybe an inch or two taller, I would beat the fuck out of them. Somebody that's like way taller or maybe I may have a challenge, but I don't feel like I'm gonna lose. Period. Because I know my capability, because I've never been afraid of anybody, so can't nobody bully me, and I always have my respect. I had niggas that try to test me. Everybody want to test people now and again. I mean, it's going to happen. Life is about tests. But it's on how you play with that test, how your answers are going to be. Is you going to pass that test, and if niggas really going to be on it, and then after they see you going to do something about it, or you going to let them niggas slide? Because I know the last time nigga did something to me, nigga, I slapped fire out of it when I seen it. But that shit ain't going to... But like I'm saying, at the end of the day, though, just make sure at your household, like you said, LJ saying, it's on the receiver. It's on how you take it. Somebody can say you ugly. That don't mean you got to believe them. You can be like, yeah, you can say that, but I feel like I'm the shit. So, beat it. You get what I'm saying? But if I be like, oh my God, I was already thinking that. I already felt that way. You really said that? Now you're going to be really heartbroken because you lack of confidence within yourself. I feel you gotta build up that confidence within yourself. Nobody should be able to talk to you or talk about you or your children, anything, bro. When you know you on your shit, when you know you're taking care of your business. Only time some shit get real is when you know it's personal, it's the truth.
And if you
gotta change that shit.
And if you treat your child beautiful,
they gonna always think they are.
And I said beautiful. Everybody around, cousins, aunts, all type of people treat your kid beautiful. It's no way a child at the school calling your child will get to you.
They gonna laugh.
No way. Now, if you at the house and y'all do that, right? And y'all play with your child like that, and because it is some parents out there today that rather be more friend with their child than parent, and they play like that. And then when the child does it at school, you want to step in and be like, nah, my child. So you fuck shit up you see what I mean? You fucked it up already at home, and thought you can solve it when you go out there. You get what I'm saying? So it is parents don't even realize you can solve some of this shit at the house. That's why I keep saying I feel like it's the parent. Because you think you could solve it by the time it got out the house. It was some shit already in the house that y'all could have got this lesson across. That would have made it a lot more understanding.
And one thing
once that would have got outside the house.
And one thing I'm gonna say is also with these children that are so-called so bullied on that they feel like they want to go shoot up these schools. I feel like number one, they're probably not even in tune with their parents. Because guess what? When it comes to my children, you really don't have no personal life, motherfucker. So at the end of the day, I want to know if you got some weapons, if you ordering some shit, if some shit going down like this, and I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna know. Like, hold on.
We gotta understand the people we want to make sure everybody understands that's listening on Straight Up Radio. We're not trying to show no disrespect to no schools that's been lately and all these.
Oh yeah, and these tragedies. No, not at all.
People that are doing the shootings are the ones that's getting bullied. They're not the bullier.
No, I didn't say that.
So we gotta make sure
they're getting bullied.
So if somebody had took the time out to say, "Hey, hold up,
life is okay.
What's going on?" Or a parent to say, I know you're working hard. You're working 4 times a day, and the reason why you're doing that to keep the roof over. But maybe one of those got to go because it ain't worth losing your child, right? Mm-hmm. So I understand parents be like, "Yo, I'm working. I ain't got no time for all that." But then you got to do a sacrifice. Is it worth your child raising itself? And or is the 4 jobs worth it because you want to put some J's on your kid?
Yeah, fuck that.
See, kids deal with it 2 different ways. Like some deal with it where they want to harm other people. Like I don't get how one kid bullying that kid probably wasn't even at that school. You blowing up a school. I don't see how that relates. And then the kids that want to hurt themselves. Mm-hmm. Like, so what do you do when your kid is that kid that want to blow up the school?
It's about power. I don't need to. Matter of fact, it's even better that I don't know those kids. I feel even powerless when I even powerful when I walk away. This thing is about power. The kids are getting bullied. They feel like they lost their power. They go home, like you said. Somehow, some connection ain't get there. So they losing power. So they go blow up a whole bunch of power is now there. Mm-hmm. Look at these kids. Look, when they get arrested, look at them. Do they look like the bullies?
No.
They look like the ones that was getting. Mm-hmm. They got glasses on. They about my size. I was about to say smaller, but ain't no such thing. I'm about as small as it gets.
Never had small issues.
I'm about as small as it gets, so ain't no smaller. But honestly, these are the ones that's getting it. That they're getting the bully. So what the whole thing about bully is about power. Mm-hmm. It's about power. Either whether it was roasted, if you made everybody crack up, what it gave you? Power.
Oh, I'm the nigga now.
The person that got it lost it because he crying and don't understand how this goes.
And you get joked on every day.
Right, so it's about power.
So one thing for sure is when a lot of people don't know this about me when I was coming up, but just straight up real, so I'm going to be all the way honest. Shout out to my best friend, Ted Brown, man. Theodore Augustus Brown. That's a fucked up name. Theodore Augustus Brown, bro. When I was coming up in high school, man, my mom was that parent that was working hard, but she always gave time to us. But she was working at 2.5 jobs. But she made sure when we got out of school, she was there. The dinner was prepped. Whoop. I may leave at 6, but I'm gone. But I'm going to come back at 11. Boom. And I'll come back at 11. I'm going to be here till a couple hours. But then back at 7 in the morning after you go to school, I'm going to work. You know what I mean? Like, that's how she was. But she still wasn't able to confront with to put food on the table as we were starving sometimes. Or maybe my clothes sometimes. wasn't even up to par when I was coming up. And once I realized that, after I see how hard my mother had to work and do what she had to do, and I didn't have the things that I had, it started making me be more humbler, coming more down to earth. So when I was in high school, I seen the girl or the dude that was less fortunate. Maybe I was doing other things to make sure I can get some money and still be fresh. But when I went home, my refrigerator was empty. But I was looking at the other kids that was bummy, like, man, they probably going home to a refrigerator full of fucking food. You get what I'm saying? Even though I was fresh, but I wasn't eating like that. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing it like that. But my best friend's mom, shout out to Rachel, man. Shout out to my Dukes. You know, every time her and my mom was coherent together, they made sure, like, nigga, make sure your son come over here. I know what you're going through, leader. I know how you grinding. You got all these kids doing all that.
To me,
that was a village.
There was nobody gonna hit me harder than my uncles, make fun of me harder
than my brothers, and nobody.
So again, I think this stuff is in the family before it can ever get out.
But one thing I'm saying is, like what I'm getting to is, my best friend's mother, they never judged Rashad.
Mm-hmm.
They never be like, oh, this is how I'm going, nigga. Like, I'm getting hand-me-downs from my best friend's head, nigga. This nigga 6 foot, goddamn. Right now, this nigga like 6'2", probably, or 6'1".
And if it's a little man, involved, try to find somebody, his uncle.
Yeah,
his brother. If it's
they looked out for me though. That was my comfort though.
Every day, that other uncle or brother that you know that's going to be able to talk to this person on a man type, because it is different.
It's way different.
It's a different type. That is a different type of bullying than what we go through, than what a young girl can go through. It is.
And my whole point, what I was saying is, I started to get more humble, and basically me seeing and my brothers and my uncles and my mothers, some of your friends are going to be your friends forever. You only got to monitor her hand. I used to have 35, 40 little fuckers around me on Mercer, and we was YHB game doing what we was doing. But my mom said, I got 5 of your friends I know that will still be your friends when you grown. The rest of these motherfuckers, they lie but try to stab you in the back. They probably just you right now, and they probably this and that. And one thing about my mother, she was so fucking right, because right now, out of all them people, I still see them, we dap it up, say what's up, memories, but these niggas don't call my phone. I don't even know these niggas' number or nothing like
That's
this.
Life.
But exactly though, but when you're a child, you don't understand that. Because you're doing too much. You think you know what you're going on, and you hear your parent like, nigga, shut up, nigga. You talking about, nigga, I know what the fuck I'm doing. But really, they be like, nah, I know by experience. Somebody else's experience can teach you a lesson also, and you ain't got to go through it. But what I'm saying is, like, I see those little young females and those males that used to be in high school.
And that's when it gets frustrating to me, when they say that things are different. Like, then you trying to say that you once wasn't a child then.
Not at all. So I was a child.
That's what gets me frustrated when us as parents, and I say us.
Yeah, because we all are parents.
I want to put I'm saying us because I'm putting myself in it. That I say and do stupid shit like that. That times is different and things like that. That if you keep having that thought, we're jipping our kids.
But I believe in that, because when I was growing up, the times were way different from this. Mm-hmm. Your neighbor could whoop your ass and tell your mom, and it'd be cool. Your mom would agree with them, because
and then whoop your ass afterwards.
Now you can't do that. They want to come at you about this and this. I am a parent that has been to people's houses or defended my kids, but when I go to that parent's house, I'm not on that rah-rah when I go there. I'm saying, and if I feel like you're not showing your child or it's your fault, then yes, I do feel like I'm going to handle it.
What would it take today for you to let your neighbor be able to have that much authority over your child?
Oh, where I live, my neighbors
do.
My neighbors do. I'm cool with my neighbors, and they're all older. Yes.
Well, back then, your neighbors, you knew them, but you didn't know them. What was it?
They knew your family.
Or was just plain old this. What happened? Did you really fuck up? Then you should have got it.
Oh, you talking about the parents saying?
Yeah, you just had that much trust in it. What did you do?
It was raised different. Like right now,
it wasn't what happened. Let me go question the shit out of this person.
Yeah, and why you put your hand on my child?
It wasn't a 4 or 5.
Exactly. That's why I said. That's why I agree with the terms. Times have changed, because then it was cool. Now they don't listen.
But you want to know what? I'm not trying to put it all.
I don't think it's the neighbors. I think it's
in the house. One thing I'm gonna say is,
it's you so thinking your child goddamn perfect.
Nah, it ain't.
Not.
It ain't even all that.
I'll do some.
You know what I think it is nowadays. Just like right now, the times has changed. As far as a man being able to be a man, a woman letting a man be a man and raise his family and be like this and all that. One thing I feel is like sometimes these women, they so independent and they feel like you can't tell me or my kids nothing. You can't say shit about nothing about like what goes around in my household because I'm this independent ass. Woo. Back in the day, bro, they wasn't too proud to beg. They wasn't afraid to be like because they could have that trust and they could be able to within my neighbors and talk to my neighbors. But nowadays, these females, nigga feel like nigga, whatever. I can get on my own, nigga. I don't even need you. So why the fuck would I listen to this teacher that my kid coming home tell me this teacher said something or took my child's cell phone when I told him don't take my child's cell phone because I paid for that shit, but your child had your cell phone out in class acting like a dummy,
exactly.
But you ain't hearing that
shit. These days, but you did not hear none of that. We didn't have phones, so first off.
No, what I'm saying is as these parents nowadays, get out your ways.
Exactly. Listen what you said. Nowadays. But you saying times have changed.
No.
Nowadays.
No. You can relate. Because it wasn't a phone then, it was your Walkman.
Mm-hmm. That's your CD player.
The teacher, his point is, the teacher did tell you to put something up. It don't have to be a phone or a Walkman. The point is, the teacher told you to do something. Listen.
This is an adult.
Exactly.
Pay attention.
So, the device, what he's telling you to put up is not the point.
No. It's rules.
So it is. All right. So
I'm not talking about none of that. I was talking about the times of change from how we could be then.
What we're trying to do is come up with a solution on how we need to get it going like
that. They really haven't. It was the teacher then saying, "Put something up."
Way back
the device may have changed, but they really.
The teacher, sweetheart.
No, listen.
Jasmine.
Listen.
What is they putting? I'm not getting it. Then use a different metaphor. It's not going to work if I don't get your metaphor.
Okay, what I'm saying is nowadays these females feel like they so independent that they can live without a man. They don't need no nigga. They can raise their kids by themselves.
Yeah, you're agreeing with me.
So one thing I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we're coming up with a solution on why we can change the fact of this bullying going on. Why parenting we need to be a little bit better, and we need to be more open-minded to other adults' opinions and everything that's going on. Especially a teacher. These teachers are getting paid 35 bands a year to take care of your badass child. And try to teach your badass child that don't want to listen. I'm getting paid 35 bands or 40 bands to do this, and your child probably want to fight me. One thing for sure is these parents nowadays that we need to change it and try to make a way and the solution for it, Jasmine, to be like, listen, this is the whole point of us talking. We know times has changed. We know things going like
that. Yeah, you must have missed it. You must have missed what the conversation was.
To you, what have changed? To you, what has changed?
Everything, the way of living and everything, how children are how children was down, the respect, everything. I feel like the whole times have changed. Everything for me growing up is nothing's the same.
So what can we do to get it back right then?
You can't. It's already far gone.
How? We got 3 parents in the room that will listen to each other. And if we see any of our children out there acting up, we'll whoop their ass, check their ass, and I swear to God.
That's just us, Tion. We're just bigger. You can't control it like bullying.
Oh my God.
You cannot control it.
You can change somebody's life day by day. You can make a difference day by day. One person by month, one person by week, we can make a difference. That's my whole point of this. It don't matter if the times has changed, but we need to get the times back where we had these rules and these morals and this respect for adults. But nowadays, we got these unfit parents.
What has changed?
And everything like that.
What has changed?
That's what I'm
saying. What the kids are doing is not right. That hasn't changed, right?
Kids were sneakier then, I guess.
No,
they wasn't.
I didn't
so that's what I'm trying to ask y'all.
I was just thinking, I was a good kid.
We keep saying times have changed. What I'm trying to ask y'all, what has changed?
Respectable kids. That's what's changed.
The parents have changed. In my mind frame, the parents changed. Because at the end of the day, it's the growth of more disrespectful kids coming from more parents' households. So that means the parents changed. They ain't had the same morals and respects and rules had the parents went through back then that their grandmas went by that would have raised them or that like this, and they lost that respect.
All right, so do we agree the kids and the problem hasn't changed?
No,
I think it all changed.
The kids hasn't changed, man.
Then it's us grown folks
changed,
which means it can be
changed.
Then everybody you can't blame it on a kid.
But then what I'm saying, all I'm saying is if that's the case, then it can be fixed.
And that's my whole point.
If that is the case, it can be fixed because bullying ain't never gonna stop.
Exactly. We can change within our household to raise our children.
What can change is how you
disrespectful kids can't change, but it gets more and more.
They've been disrespectful in their household forever.
It was less and less.
That's what you don't get. They've been disrespectful in their household, and their parents ain't checked that shit.
I'm talking about from when I was growing up. You wasn't around. I'm talking about neighborhood when I was growing up. I don't care what you're talking about. When I was growing up, a neighbor could whoop you, and it wouldn't be nothing. Now that's not how it is.
Because of why?
Because of how.
No, because of why?
I don't know.
Because of the parent.
I don't bring my kids like that. So don't ask
me. Don't
ask me.
Because of the parent. Because of the parent. Because they're going to go in there.
I don't live in their house. I'm telling you, don't know.
I'm trying to speak
to you. Because you act like everybody to their parent. It's not always that.
Okay.
People that take their kids to church every day are the most sinners and the badass kids. But you teach your kid this every day and they don't listen. That don't mean that's a parent.
Something had to be going on. The rep had to been going on. It had to been some type of shit that been keep going on in his household. Why this motherfucking parent
every time a kid is bad,
not doing nothing.
It's something that go do wrong with the parent. No, it doesn't.
I think
does.
As a nation, and I don't think
we ain't just talking about your neighborhood. We ain't talking about pressure.
That's what I was using my example.
I don't think every household is like that, but it's sad that I think that's what a lot of majority of America thinks today.
Yeah.
That things are so much different when they're not, that it's nothing we can do.
And it's the kids that's different, though. That's what I don't get. I don't get how they blame it on the kids.
That we think it's no
solution.
Because
no
we knew better back then. Back then we knew better.
Because of why, though?
I ask you again, Jazz.
Why did we know better?
Ask you again.
I get answer from them. I don't know what's new. I think everything is new. I don't care everything.
You said the opinion, so I'm just asking.
My answer is everything. Y'all don't like it, so y'all keep telling me everything.
No. Now
Jasmine answers everything.
No, Jazz, everything is broad. Please name everything.
Everything. Respectable kids, the mannerable parents, everything. The way you're raised, everything. Like, I raised my kids how I was raised.
Everything is a lie.
People are not raising their kids like they were raised. The kids are not listening like they listened back in the day. You didn't have to talk to your kids more than once. Now you have to keep yelling at your kids.
That's not true.
A lot of people
tell me
do.
Shit 50,000 times.
My mom didn't. So I guess I'm just going off for I was a good kid. So I don't know. And I'm my mom's only kid. I don't know. I'm just speaking from my experience. I can't speak for nobody's experience.
I really don't think things are that different. What it is.
Exactly, it's just your opinion. I think a lot of stuff has changed though, right? So I don't know if it's just where I live in Columbus, Ohio, the stuff I grew up around, and then the stuff I see now in the same neighborhoods is completely different.
What? That's all I'm asking.
Our neighborhoods are different. The people living where they live is different. You can go to one side town like my street. Everybody that lives on our street has been there for 20 and 40 years. Mm-hmm. And they live in a little community. Mm-hmm. So when a kid do something, that neighbor, they have that trust to check that child. Mm-hmm. On the next street, it may not be the same. So that's why I raise my kids the way I do. But I'm saying it's so different because everybody's not raised like me. Everybody don't keep the morals I kept and standards I kept as growing up. But why is that? I don't know why that is, because people I know whose mom raised them like my mom raised me are off the fucking hook. So what changed? I don't know what the fuck changed.
Your neighborhood, the people around you, the respect of the
I don't think it was the kids.
It was not the kids. It's not the kids.
Kids break up and they wow out.
I don't think, Jazz, it was the kids and what they was doing.
It's not the kids.
That's what I don't think. I don't think it was. I think when the kid did something, how the grown-ups around dealt with it.
Yeah, how he took care of it.
That's what changed. Your parents don't always know what's going on.
We're taking it away because you didn't say you left it out of the parents. You're naming community stuff now.
Yeah, I'm naming exactly. I'm naming everything because it's everything.
So listen to what I'm telling you. Ain't nothing different what a kid doing now. It ain't nothing. It is nothing they ain't doing that we ain't done or know somebody. What happened is how we are dealing with them. That's all I'm telling you. The kids ain't doing nothing like, oh shit, I ain't never saw that. No. How we are dealing with them after they do that is different.
As adults.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not the kid.
Because back in the day, I had multiple people as adults that would come to me like, bro, you better than this. And I wouldn't even expect that. It could be the neighborhood hustler, whatever it's like. It's like, bro, you got something. Nowadays, these parents and these adults won't even go near these kids and even try to talk to them. They won't even try to feel like they're going to waste their time.
Or think this is a method. think you're gonna get sneakers this month. That's not a method of discipline. That means I can get it the month after.
I just feel like at the end of the day,
you get what I'm saying. So
time. How can you say
it's not the kids to me?
Okay. This is what I'm gonna ask this question. How can we say it's the kids? And you saying it's times that change, but at the end of the day, the adults of these kids was raised back, like in a way, kind of how we was. That means that was on that adult. He still was immature. He was or she was immature. They were still acting like kids. They was kids raising kids. They didn't even know what to do with them. That's why their kids probably ain't had this time when they.
But what about the parents that were raising them right? There's parents that raise their kids right, and the kids still do everything.
But it wasn't as much as now. Because back then, if you want to talk about
that's
time,
what I'm saying.
Because what I'm saying is these parents now don't even raise their kids how our parents raised us. So I mean, it's the parents, the adults nowadays, as I've been saying, Jasmine, that they're different.
Parents, though.
Okay, you got it.
Let me ask you this, Jazz. The ones that are the bullying and things.
It's
like
not that I don't get it. I don't agree with it. No, that's what it is.
No, I think y'all are. I just think. Everyone like it ain't gonna be one. That's not what I'm saying. That parent does everything right ain't gonna be one. I swear to God, that ain't gonna say. What? That's not what I'm saying. Every kid that's parent does everything perfect, that it ain't gonna be a bad kid after. I swear to God. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is chances are. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
But how can you blame the parent if the parent did everything in the book? They're supposed to be that child.
Chances are.
There's more parents that don't give a fuck.
Chances are, if the kid is fucking up, chances are the parent messed up. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I know there is a percent that parents are wrong. I'm not saying a lot of parents aren't to blame. I'm just saying, what do you do about the ones who aren't to blame? That's what I'm saying. The kids, how do you fix the kids who the parents aren't to blame? What is...
Oh, no, it's not the answer for everybody.
Exactly. That's what the fuck I'm saying. Y'all like, I'm retarded. I'm just saying, y'all saying it's the kid. Parents. It's not always the parents.
So now...
That's the last shit my mom said, don't do. And I did it. And if somebody blamed my mom, like, hold on, no, mama. I had a child young. That is not my mom's fault. My mom had talks with me. My mom had this. I just listened to a boy. That wasn't my mom's fault. That was a bad parenting.
What I'm saying is...
I hate when people, that's your mom. My mom's not the fucking fault.
And what I don't like, I didn't say about the parenting. What I was saying is, I don't like when people say, when the times.
What I say?
That's what I was telling you. Not the parenting method. What I don't like is when people say the times. Times is changing. We can't do. Do you know what type of crutch you're putting and how much you're holding your child? So that's what made the difference.
Just saying the truth. It has
not the truth, though. I mean, the world comes to an end. I mean, the world. People matter not have no more children because at the end of the day, it's gonna be so fucked.
And that's why a lot of people are not having kids because they feel that way. They feel like, why would I bring my child into a world like this?
Because you fuck with a nothing ass nigga. You probably fuck with a nothing ass guy.
They don't want to bring their kids into this world. That has nothing to do with their parenting. It's the world they feel is fucked up.
I don't know, man. Like you say, I mean, I understand, like, but one thing for sure is
all I can say is it was some African American parents back in the day, and they had to drink and go to different bathrooms. So they had to think like, yo, shit gonna get crazy, but they didn't stop there, right? So what I keep telling you is, if we keep saying times, you can't say that because it's a parent now from the 60s like, this little girl don't know what the hell hard times are. So
and that's their opinion of it.
And that's
no,
it's not because there's people.
No, it's not your opinion. No. Listen,
exactly. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it's my opinion.
And listen, what I'm trying to say. Both of y'all right. Both of y'all have went through hard times.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So what are we going to? The only thing that can change is what we can't do is let the kid, right? So what we got to do is us as a parent, right? That's the only thing because we both has went through hard. What that parent would tell you in the 60s is no, it's not a difference. Is we both have went through hard times. Hard times ain't gonna stop. Mm-hmm. This is how I dealt with it. Maybe you might wanna take heed. Maybe you may not. That's it. But to say times gyps us, I think.
I feel like time's getting harder now because there's more people giving up and feel like shit can't change. Period.
I think times are easier.
Shit is way easier. Well, one thing I'm saying is
credit card.
It is.
Imagine going to that
but a lot of people do.
Imagine going to that motherfucker with a knot of brown dollars. Y'all got it way easier.
Yeah, I know what food stamp money look like. I say that with that.
What you think is way more embarrassing today? Because you know what you can do with an EBT card.
You can get cash, you can sell it, you can do everything.
You can get a
Ain't nobody embarrassed of food stamps.
Nowadays. Back in the day
was.
Now listen.
Because the morals of the parents change.
Now listen just bullying and how people think times are hard. A kid going to the store today with the card is nowhere near embarrassing going to the store with a not a brown one.
Exactly.
So how is it harder?
You used to hide it.
So how is it harder?
I didn't say. I said time
not you. So it should be easier. It should be easy for us as the grown up to get through, right?
I just feel like it's no help. It's no help. It's no help.
You don't get
nowadays. It's no help. It's me, I, over here. Nowadays, back then there was more unity then. In that case, if we want to come to this whole conclusion, one thing I'm gonna say is unity changed. Exactly. For people to hang with each other and be like, nigga, what's up? Because some people nowadays will not let you talk to their kid a certain way.
The whole store still made fun of.
They feel like I know my kid.
The whole store still made fun of that kid with the brown dollars. How he received it was different. Today, that kid is coming back and lighting the store up. Back then, that kid is laughing more with everybody.
Yeah.
You know why?
Sensitive.
Why?
Changed it.
Sensitive. How did he get sensitive, Jazz?
Emotions take over.
No, it's goddamn parents, Jazz. His goddamn people raising.
Hey, don't let nobody see you pull out this money like that at that store. And make sure you go last that line when you get that bread.
Every time somebody say something to you, it's hurtful. Instead of, you know what, this is just a joke.
I had a joking family, so you laugh.
And I'm not just saying.
You cry,
and I'm not saying you. I'm saying majority. And what we live today. It can't be harder. It can't be harder than me going to the store with not a brown dollars and you get to go with a credit card. How is that harder?
It's the same difference.
So it should be now parenting, it should be way easier for me to explain something about bullying about that.
Yeah.
Right? It should be easier because you ain't have to go through nothing but I had a lot of brown ones. So it should be easier when it comes to bullying, because the bullying part ain't gonna stop. They're still gonna make fun of him with EBT, right? But as a parent, it should be easier to explain.
Unity is the answer. I agree with unity is the answer.
Can I get that finger this way? Because I said that. Oh.
Whatever.
I'm just talking shit. But one thing I'm saying is, one thing we're showing you, unity is the key, and one thing we have to know as adults, because the kids won't know unity. Stop being so sensitive. Stop being so sensitive.
Why I think unity is because I'm thinking now about bullying, and when I was little, I had hella cousins, so it wasn't no getting bullied. Like it was. Everybody was big family. Now it's like
we'll go to a music break. We're gonna come back and talk. One thing why we slacking with this bullying going on and all this other bullshit going on, because we don't have unity as parents, as adults. We're too segregated. As African Americans within our neighborhoods, we're just too segregated. You can't tell my child shit, and I can't tell your child shit. So leave me and mine alone, because we gonna be all right. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, unity is the key. So make sure y'all call in 614-781-0754. We ain't done yet. We gotta go through some of this music real quick. You know what it is. Jazzy Pooh, LJ, King Leo, Black. Straight up radio.
She just bought a new ass, but got the same boobs. Whipping up dope, scientists. Whip it up, cook it up, cook it up. That's my sauce when you find it. That's my sauce. Look it up, find it. Adding up checks, no minus. Add it up, yeah. Get your respect in diamonds. Ice. I bought a plain Jane, rolling. This nigga bought that thing. I think my back got scoliosis, cause I swerved the lane. Heard you signed your life for that brand new chain. That kid came with stripes, but you ain't straight with the game. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Let's go. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. Hey, I gotta stay in my zone. Saying we been beefing, dog, but you on your own. First night, she gon' let me fuck cause we grown. I hit her, gave her back to the city, she home. That was that, so I can't be beefing with no whack nigga. Got no backbone. Heard you living in a mansion and all your raps though. But your shit look like the trap on his Google Maps though. We been brothers since Versace band though. Name ring like Amigo trap phone. Used to be with
nasty as Santos. That's on Tommy Campos. We live like Sopranos. And I walk it like I talk it. 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 Let's go. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. All set. Niggas pocket watch it. I want that dish, that menage is one. I bought a franchise to double up the profit. You make a landslide, chopper get the profit. That nigga got me rocket. Pour a socket, chicken teriyaki. Take off rocket, keep them in pocket. Water gon' lock it. I'll drip with a profit. I walk like I walk, talk like I talk. What's in my vault? The cash in the sauce. I put a lab in my love. She cooked up and jack with the phone. By the pair, I got carrots that show. By the pair, I got carrots each load. Like private just round the globe. Hit a bitch, hit a lick with the cho. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Let's go. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Hey, walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. You walk it like I talk it. Walk it like I talk it. What you want? I'm the walking. Walk it like I talk it. Just my boy, you know the lingo. Ain't no fucking talking. Listen, you know I don't be long. Go that on the coffee, smoke the cookie, get the coffee. Got that fresh, I need a coffee. Call us do often. The pot of my stand no thoughts. And let it go by me and toss it. Nigga like I took a nigga and bought it. I better go, so I gotta call it. In the shit, so nigga just stall shit. In the building, that's all the problem. I get it rebound and took my spotting. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Let's go. Walk it like I talk it. 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 Hey, walk it like I talk it. 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 Scotch. You get the bag and fumble it, I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight up the block, put on the gas, can the car came with a block. Little mama gon' die, and she got ass, and she gon' fuck up her bag. Pull up to the spot, living too fast, jumping the rock with the stash. They damn me, got too far, but they DM me. Drive the top, turn this cold, but you feel the heat. Be real with me, keep it 100. Just be real with me. Either the records of things, they say the dope won't flee. I saw my nigga chill with me. Them niggas that fucking like
balling, man. You already know what it is. It's Straight Up Radio on www.wtmhradio.com. Thank you for everybody that tuned in, that called in, that showed your support for your unity. So at the end of the day, what we're going to speak on that we came to our solution was that we're going to go with unity. Unity is the key to why this bullying is going on and why we need to be more bigger parents and adults to raise our children. And even if you don't have no kids, you got kids in your neighborhood, you see they doing wrong, speak up. Speak up. And if they get disrespectful, go holler at their parent. Like, hey, listen, I told your kid, woo, 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 woo. But you as a parent, though, you can't whoop their ass yet because these parents nowadays, they're like, nigga, I got my neighbors. What the fuck you think you is? And unless you're even in a whole gun fight with them and y'all live in the same neighborhood, it's just on some trash. And they just speak up. I know your parents, nigga, I see what you're doing. I'm going to go tell your motherfucking mama and your daddy. And that should put enough fear in them, and you can see how their household is raised compared to how that child reacts when you say that. When you say that, I'm going to go tell your kids. They're like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. They don't know what's going on in that household. I'm not going to waste my time there. Because I see if I go to your parents, she going to be just as, or he going to be just as childish, or going to talk the way and be like, nigga, who is you to come talk to me? That could be a problem. But that kid got something they smoking, and they got something they smoking. He's like, I see you smoking. And they get nervous and shit, you know, like, okay, they're afraid. They're going to get their ass whooped when they go tell their motherfucking parent at home. And their parent will be like, thank you for telling me about my child. But now, yes. This is where it do go to another level. That motherfucking kid is still about to smoke. It's still smoke. Parent is, so now, because that's where it used to be a little bit of fear there where on the parent now it ain't. Now what you do?
What do you do now?
Well, as far as the smoking?
You just gotta have your kid just stay just, you know.
No, one thing for sure, two things for certain is, I've been smoking since I was in elementary school. So one thing I'm gonna say is, when it was respect level of my household. Me, like, if I fuck with a woman, like your wife, she represents you. When she steps out, whatever she does,
right? Your kid's supposed to represent you.
Okay,
that's the first thing I said to my kids. You got me out here looking great.
There we go. So at the end of the day, it wasn't about that I'm not going to stop smoking. I'm just not going to not give a fuck as much. I'm not going to be reckless. I'm not going to be out here in the open. I'm going to make sure I'm high like fuck. I'm going to make sure, exactly. I'm going to make sure I hide though. If I'm going to get high, I'm going to make sure I hide. Like, oh no, I can't get caught because somebody may tell my mama. And if she found out, it's over with. I remember when my mom first found out I was high. It was one of the awkwardest, but like, what the fuck moments. But it's like, it was so many different mixed emotions going through my body. Like, did she know? But I was in high school when she found out. And after I got my first tattoo, this is her name, Olivia McComb. My first tattoo I got was in sophomore in high school. First tattoo. After I got that, I was afraid to show my mom this tattoo, but I knew that she sees her name, she may be like, what the fuck, boy? Well, that's my name, let me see. You know what I'm saying? Because she understands it, though. It's like when I got in trouble when I was a juvenile. When I was doing what I was doing, she was like, baby, you know what's going on. Every day I'm going to pray for you, but you know, mommy, she scared me, like some scared straight shit. I can't be here for you. You want to be out here being like this? I tell you, I'm in the 4th grade. And I ain't no snitch. I ain't no bullshit, but I'm so afraid of my mother and what I represented by my mother.
In 4th grade?
Yeah, the first time I went to juvenile detention when I was in 4th grade. Yeah, I mean, anyway.
I was scared of my auntie.
Like I'm saying, that's what it's about, representation of your household. If we know your household and they're smoking all in front of your face as a child, and they're up here being loud, getting drunk, doing all that shit as you as a child, you know they may care, but how can you give a fuck that much when you really exposing me to this shit? Like right now, my mom will call me on FaceTime, bro. If I'm smoking, bro, I will hide the weed. And I'm a grown ass man. But that's the respect I have for my mother. If my children come in, I get pissed at my children. It's so funny. I get mad at my children if I'm just sitting back smoking and they pop up because they just want to talk to their dad. Hey, Dad, what the fuck is you doing? Get the fuck out of here.
My kids know. You know my house vouch. My kids see that, they know the
vouch. But at the end of the day, though, you get mad at them in a way when it's like, I should expose my children to this. But one thing for sure, to be certain, is about the representation of my household, that I knew I didn't want that problems, those issues, those rumors, those talks, those things coming back to my mother. That's an independent mother that's raising all these independent men on her own and doing what she gotta do. And they don't know she's struggling, but she's struggling. They don't know. But I'm not gonna read these bad papers like she raising bad children. Until I was young and dumb, when I was in the 4th grade, but I just sprayed on somebody's house with water and kicked in their door and shit. But at the end of the day, when I went to jail, I realized that she gave me that talk. And I realized when I had to move to Detroit, and I realized, like, damn, I love my mom. And I came back, but one thing for sure, like you said, you had that other mentor, like that uncle, that big brother, that your mama's friend, Charles. You know, he don't know where the fuck this nigga come from, but he around her like he Uncle Charles. But he may give you some guidance, and the guidance was sports for me. Wanting to play football and wanting to do that, and what made me be like, hey, bro, and me being a man, and me being raised by morals, and me having confidence within myself, it's like, hey, yo, I can't keep doing this shit what I'm doing because I'm out here playing football, bro. One thing about my guys, they'll be like, oh, I respect that. If I'm out here smoking in public, they'll probably line up on the side of me so I won't get caught, like type shit. But at the end of the day, it was all respect because they know where it was going. At the end of the day, they was going to Miss Lolita's house. If y'all come, Miss Lolita gonna feed y'all, Miss Lolita gonna make this meat, but she gonna call all y'all parents. Miss Lolita, all y'all parents gonna go down to this crib. Guess what? Miss Lolita probably here smoking little cigarettes, but guess what? Y'all parents are here too. He's a little motherfucking badass right down there in the back. Go get his ass. I called him, girl. And one thing about it is I say unity. As far as being an adult, as far as being a parent, as far as knowing your child and knowing your neighbors and the people you get around your child and your environment. No matter if you raise your children to do good, they do wrong, at the end of the day, they don't come to their senses. Because they know I was raised different. I was raised right. I was raised with certain morals. I was raised like I can't disrespect my mama. I can't have my mother looking bad out here. So I'm gonna do whatever I can do to make sure everything is all right. So make sure y'all call in, man. We're gonna do it next week. 614-781-0754. It's Straight Up Radio where we're speaking nothing but the motherfucking truth. We got Jazzy Pooh in the building. She up there on her little phone. She said, "Hey, stop the bullying, y'all. Stop bullying. Stop bullying. We want to do that. If they stop the bullying, and one thing for sure is for the parents that children are out there, they being the bullies, talk to your child. Let them know bullying is not okay because they're the first ones that beat RIP. If your children that's out there getting bullied, make sure you teach them and give them confidence to stand up for themselves. And let them know they have support within you as a parent. We can figure this shit out, princess or prince. We can find a way to see what we can do about this bullying. Did you ever swing back? Did you run away? Did you try to make something happen? Or did you just
all I would like to tell the princess is its consequences and repercussions for everything. So I'm not going to tell you how to raise your child. If you think every time it's time to go whoop somebody's ass, that's the way you do yours. But understand, in this world, it is consequences and repercussions for everything. And us as older people, we know that more than our kids. Our kids don't understand that part right now. We do. So I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong. What I'm going to tell you is the consequences and repercussions for everybody.
Relate to your children. That's what us as parents need to do. You may go in your house all the time and you see your children watching a Nickelodeon channel or a cartoon channel or something channel that they like to watch. You can put it in metaphors as...
Now, somebody said, and we can't leave because I think the point they made is I got to say it to y'all. I want to know what y'all think. They said it wasn't really called bullying until these white kids started killing themselves. Like it wasn't put in the mainstream.
Yeah, black people.
It wasn't.
You don't really see too many African Americans or blacks doing that shit.
Yeah, because you know the first thing out of black families up that ain't no black people.
I bet it was a white boy.
First of all, James, the phone number's up there. You should have called in because that was a good question. That was a good ass. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think young white kids?
No, it's the culture. It's the color. Because like he said, like that was some good ass shit. Whoever the fuck that was. It is because like it is called bullying because of these white people coming out like this, and these white folks saying like this, and these white people going to shoot in school because they getting bullied, and they're not even getting death sentences. They're not even getting life terms for this shit because they were so called being bullied. But a black person could do some minute shit and get some time like that. That Caucasian. Just like far as what I want to say is. Was a bullying, I had a good ass point for drugs. What people was doing with the boy. When these white kids start overdosing and going through that, that's when they start giving death penalties for this shit.
And now we got problems in our neighborhoods.
Because guess what?
It wasn't when the blacks were doing it.
When it was whites overdosing and whites with their fatty and all that shit, now it's death penalties for that. You get murder charges for that shit.
What do you think about with James' point? Do you think that has some validation to it?
Somewhat, yeah.
It's sad, and I swear I don't want to agree with, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it seems like it only
not
takes
going to
that
go
race
get bullied and tomorrow go shoot up the school. We're just not going to do that.
No,
we're just not.
Like they say, when stuff happens and then when a white person kills Alexa, is mental illness. When we do it, it's murder.
It's homicide.
Thugs. Like,
I have to agree. I don't like to.
It's intimidation. They are intimidated.
What you ask James is, from this point of view, what do we have to do as a people to change that perception of us? Because that's what I'm talking about as far as this bullying is called. As far as this going on, because we're speaking from our households as African American.
You have to understand it first. You have to understand why something happened in order to solve it. To have a solution.
I mean, the reason why they got that sentence for what's going on is because of color of their skin. We understand that.
No. That's not what I was saying.
No, I understand. No, what I'm saying is it was called bullying because it was white. But the black people probably was getting bullied, but it wasn't never named that at all.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? But because of the color skin, that's why it's called bullying.
Okay.
I think because African Americans are
why it's on TV and why it's on the forefront and why people are saying March now, because white kids have not passed away from it. And when black kids was passing away from it, it wasn't no bullying, it wasn't no marching. And what he's saying is, and now the main bullying is.
We got to get people in office that actually are going to make a change. We got to have the people that are up there that make the change or make the rules are Caucasians that are only caring about Caucasians.
Sure is what I'm gonna say to you, Judge. That's a good point.
A lot of stuff to light about black people.
That's a good point. He had that. But it starts with the minority. It starts with us, though, building from the ground up. So today, these people up here really don't give a fuck about nobody. Like people up here don't give a fuck about nobody down here.
Exactly, but we can't use that as an excuse.
But what I'm saying is,
use that as
we have to build it from the ground up.
You feel me?
We have to build it from the ground up. Us right now, as we at level ground and we like this, we gotta build that shit up because if people up here, us over here, they don't give a fuck about what's going on down here.
I want to ask you, if what James is saying is true, we're in the African American community, so it's not really something that we see, but it is something we can do.
It is something we see. You know, it is something that we see because when you said it, we all recognized it. So we see it. We just acting blind to it.
So what can we do? We see somebody's, white kids are doing this to white kids, and it's really not affecting our community. What can we do as African Americans?
Stop it. Okay. Stop it. And at the end of the day, like we talking about this bullying stuff, it starts within our household. As parents, as adults.
But James is saying it's not in our households.
It's the word.
But far as no matter what, no matter how that is, we know our kids not about to go blow up no school. What he's saying is that's what kind of the links they go to. What can we do?
And then when it comes to blowing up schools and what that bullying, quote unquote bullying as they use it, we can't stop that because that has nothing to do with our culture. One thing we cannot do is reside and participate in the shit. We gotta leave this shit alone. Because at the end of the day, bullying, he's saying...
I mean, we're not using it. We're only thinking about blacks, and that's not right. As black people, we shouldn't just think about us. Because that's like, that's how they think of, we just think about ourselves.
But that's how white people think about themselves.
But it ain't right for us to
But we gotta, it's like we
You're not saying that's right, but why not?
If you think about we give them that
within one another, though. Because guess what? Our unity is cut shorter than what their unity is to one another.
But like you said last time, remember, a lot of people don't blacks don't support other black people.
So our unity is cut short between us compared to the Caucasian within one another. That's exactly what I just said. So we have to start within us. We can't be like, I'm racist or I'm hatred towards a white person because I'm looking out for my black family. Because guess what that white person is? He's looking out for that Caucasian man first. An Asian person. Looking out for my Asian brother. Arab.
James is from where I'm from. So I'm going to speak to him. He really doesn't. He can go without. Us, we can't. Our kids go to school with a mixed melting pot of cultures. Most of them are white, right? Let's be real. James, where he lives at, he really can do a little bit of avoiding, and his kids can do a little bit of not seeing one to the other. We can't. Me, you, Leo, we can't. They're going to school tomorrow with both, so we are involved. You feel what I'm saying? He can a little bit avoid where he lives at. The three of us in Ohio, in the state of Ohio, ain't no avoiding.
But one thing,
even in Akron, it is.
No, they are, because my child is white, so that has nothing. But one thing I'm saying, it means we have to start. We have to start within us. Period. Because at the end of the day, they are accepting us. We are acceptable to Caucasians because we're here. We're in America. They have to accept us. They have to. If they didn't have to,
intimidated.
No duh. But if they didn't have to,
y'all feel that way?
Yeah, I feel like from back in the yes, because
that way?
Yes, I do feel that. I feel like it started from them having power. I feel like they had power and they were intimidated that we could take that power, so they shut us down.
You feel like you got power when you go outside today?
Yeah, I do.
I don't.
Yes. Well, I don't feel like I'm a black person that's out here.
You wanna know why?
And I'm hard, like I don't, because I use my mind. I feel like people do it as an excuse, and the only time we hear something is when something bad happens with black people.
One thing I'm gonna say is an example. Why they are intimidated of us is because right there at the spot, the C1, a white person will not pull up there because it's black people out there. There's black people out there, there's cars out there, like, you know what, I'm not going to that store. But imagine the difference, though. If we was pulled up to a spot, we need to get up, there's white people out there, then we're going to do. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to hop out, I'm going to get what the fuck I'm going to get, and I'm not going to hide the fact and go out my whole motherfucking way. Period, point blank. Like, I'm not gonna do that. If I see a whole bunch of Caucasians at a store posted outside, doing what they doing, nigga, I am not gonna be like, no, I'm not going to that store. But them, they will do it.
It's not intimidation. No,
it's weird. I just feel like from growing up, I feel like they needed us more, but they had the power first. So it's like they take that and they were scared that we were going to take it over. And once we take it over, there is no.
But you know why they knew
like Obama, I read so many documents about Obama, and they were so scared because they felt like we got power. When Obama, I feel like black people had that stand in that you had to listen to us. We got this, even though we might not make a difference, but we got to talk. When everybody else didn't even get to talk.
You know why Martin Luther King probably got assassinated?
Maybe we got different.
You know what
powers?
Exactly, because power is Martin Luther King.
I'm talking about ain't power.
Not at all. But one thing, it's not all. But it's fear. Fear is not power.
I don't want that type of fear.
I don't want that power. I don't want that power. I don't want fear to be my power. I want power. I want respect. I want respect. And someone that, like, you know what I mean, dream really fuck with me, like almost like Jesus or whatever. Like, I want that type of power, like not Jesus power, but like being respectful, being appreciative, being like, damn, if we go, that's just some power. I don't want to be you afraid of me, like, oh, I'm afraid of him. So that's no, that's corny power, bro. At the end of the day, somebody gonna take me out because somebody's fearful. But one thing for sure is Martin Luther King probably did. When I read the documents about Martin Luther King, he was basically Jesus. He could have been that way before John F. Kennedy. And they was afraid of his power that Martin Luther King had. Because guess what he was doing? He was making others cross over. He was making others cross over, something that they never thought they would ever see.
He was a black man.
This man is an African-American man.
He had a stepping stone. He had that word. When you did it, you listened to, you was on TV.
He was educated. He knew all about economy, politics, money, all of this, bro, and especially coming from the gutter up, bro. And that work, man.
A lot of people, they was afraid of him. People are lazy, and I feel like it is up to black people for us. Because a lot of people, you look at black people like me, the young Bassy, the ratchetness and stuff, and it's like that's why they look at us the way they look at us because of how y'all are acting. So you can't blame them when you black and you steal from your grandma. They're doing this shit.
That's why I don't touch purses. Because I used it for my mama's purse. I never touch a purse a day in my life. And can't nobody bribe me to touch their purse. I don't give a fuck who you is. Then I just sneak in. They got a two pockets to say. Sneak in and take money out my mama's purse.
Blood dipping the swamp. Know your life ain't much different from mine. I'm regular nigga. Smoking this regular nigga. Yeah, I got a fetish for chicken.